you're doing well. Okay, so make sure that you are familiar with my disclaimer and my legal information that's in the description box below. But I'm going to read this bottom part. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. I'm reminding the people watching about my personal human rights. Attempting to persecute me in any form or fashion for what I channel from God and the Holy Spirit is a violation against this contract and the First Amendment, which is the freedom of speech. Any attempt to silence me will be followed up with by the Most High God. Treat others how you want to be treated. I'm going to play the throat chakra bowl. Okay, the beautiful sounds you're hearing in the background is the YouTube channel called Healing Vibrations. We're listening to one today that is called Divine Frequencies. And so make sure you get a subscription to them. They have different sound baths that for different subjects that work with crystal singing bowls like the one that I just played. And so I really like that it transmutes the energy and it's very soft on the ears. It sounds nice. And then it works with the chakra system. Okay, so now we're going to do this prayer. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. Okay, so the card that came out was this, the end of a relationship is what this says. And then the back says divorce or separation. So that's what I got. So somebody's ex is getting divorced or separating, however you want to say that. What does that have to do with you? Well, if somebody wants to come back to you, then you have a problem. I mean, unless they don't know where you are or how to get a hold of you, then you'd probably be all right. But this is still energetic stuff that's going on. Spirit saying that somebody wants to return back to you. So their ex, your ex is now going to be ex, is totally obsessed with you. I don't know. This is already a strange energy. Mischief. We have bloodlines, mother line. There could be something. What is this? Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over you, over your life. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will watch over you, over your coming and your going, both now and forevermore. So that's Psalm 121. Then this is Psalm 74, which I have just a little bit of it on the back. It says, rise up, O God, and defend your cause. Remember how fools mock you all day long. Do not ignore the clamor of your adversaries, the uproar of your enemies who rise continuously. Damn. Okay. Anyways. Oh, the Psalms of Solomon are like freaking gnarly. Okay, so proceed with caution. This person needs to proceed with caution. Somebody could have just had a miscarriage. If that's you in my collective, I am so sorry that has happened. if that's you. Again, if it's not you, it could be the wife or somebody, maybe an ex. We have the Pleiadians. This person you're dealing with that's trying to create constant battles for you really hates themselves. It's a no. The answer is no. This person wants to know if you'll get back with them. The answer is no. You're not willing to put yourself at risk to get back with this person. What the hell? And then we have mischief and gambling and sports. So maybe, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say that. I'm kind of picking up that there could be a scam that has to do with gambling and sports, but anyways, we'll see. Page of Swords signifies a male who's under 30. They could be in their 30s. Their late 30s even. Intelligent, confident, and responsible, but immature. This person's immature. Intimidates others and challenges them to keep up. Thrives on extreme sports and outdoor activities. Represents designers, artists, builders, manufacturers, those who work with their hands or create physical objects. Listen to his words and heed his advice. All right. See who that person is to you. Because that's definitely not your energy. This could be the energy of maybe a child. Maybe they have a child together. So yeah, if this isn't an older person acting in super immature energy, then this could very well be an older child between two people. Oh, crap. This could be like an 8-year-old son or a 9 or a 10-year-old son. If you have any children in that age. Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is the mother. This is the child. So the child's energy is coming up in the upright. That's good. If it were to come up in the not upright, then I would see that this was already at the foundation of this marriage relationship, and the parenting coupling for this child was done, I don't want to say in false pretenses, but it was done against God's wishes. But because I would say that these people were most likely two different tribes that should have never come together. That's why God forbade it in the Bible. But people don't check into stuff like that, and they don't listen to stuff like that nowadays. When God said, I don't want this tribe mating with this tribe, it was for a reason. So this Queen of Cups is very abusive. I'm picking up some really evil, sadistic like she's tortured this child. She's done very bad things to this child. Signifies a selfish, destructive woman who seeks to manipulate you, or you could have been this child in this situation. You just have to use your intuition to figure out which situation fits yours, if it does. So she has unpredictable reactions, is cruel and seeks revenge. Perverse, twisted, crafty, and dishonest, immoral. She uses people, then discards them. Goodwill of a fallen angel. Yeah, she uses people and discards them. Do not trust her. This is definitely a mother energy. So if this was your mother, I'm sorry. If this is your ex, you could have an ex-wife. If this is your ex-wife and this is your child, good God. But somebody did have a miscarriage here. They miscarried something. Maybe it wasn't a human child, but they miscarried something. This Queen of Cups energy is what I'm feeling. For some reason, It has to do with this self-hatred, why she miscarried. It says stay optimistic. This was a backfire. So again, she did some type of witchcraft to get pregnant in the first place, possibly to trap a masculine energy is what I'm picking up from this Queen of Cups energy. She was like trying to get pregnant on purpose, you know, against the will of like trying to trick somebody and saying like I'm on birth control or whatever she said, you know. And anyways, then she ends up, they raw dog it, then she ends up getting pregnant because this other pregnancy, whatever I'm picking up on, this like hoe shit that she's on, this woman's on, this other pregnancy, this came from not you. This didn't come from you. This didn't come from the father of this child. If you're the father of this child, this child, this sperm came from another man. And so anyways, this is just saying to stay optimistic. But again, if you were this woman, you shouldn't have never done, whoever I'm talking to in the collective, if this Queen of Cups comes across this video, just know that you should never have done witchcraft to get pregnant. When you don't know what the hell you're doing in the first place, how you think you can even pull something off like that and have it not be a demonic child or a demonic entity that's forming in your womb, that's going to end up taking your life most likely at birth. Judgment. So that's what I'm saying. Like, whoever in my collective, they are protected by dark archangels and fallen watchers. That means that they're protected by like the scary angels. Like it's literally said goodwill of a fallen angel. Okay. So again, you know, the story of Enoch, of how the angels came down and mated with the women. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. But anyways, whoever's in my collective has goodwill from the fallen angels, so that you don't have to worry about those beings. We're normal other beings, like other people that were not like you, were not like me, and a few others that are out there. They would have to really worry about these, and they do have to worry about these fallen watchers and these dark archangels. So I'm also picking up someone is a snake around you. Again, like, and somebody was trying to do a voodoo doll on you. Voodoo dolls, okay? Spiritual warfare, astral warfare. They don't want this message to get out. This woman was doing this, whoever she was to you. She could have even been a friend of yours, somebody maybe that you were never with. Anyways, she did witchcraft to get you to sleep with her, witchcraft to get pregnant, and if that's possibly why she miscarried. The Pleiadians had to step in and were like, sorry, but we can't let this child be born. Just due to the fact of polarization, okay? The law of polar, and this is a revelation to some people. Why do you think sometimes people have miscarriages? Because God's spiteful as shit when God said, this is opening, God's basically saying, it's opening a box of Pandora's problems. You're creating a bad seed. That's it. And God, if God doesn't want any more bad seeds on the earth, then that's what God says. God may dispatch the Pleiadians to energy beam a frequency down to make this person miscarry. And I'm not even joking. That is an actual thing that I am personally picking up on. Okay. So that we don't have little devils and non-human entities running around here, like on Delicate from American Horror Story. Like we're not birthing monsters. Oh, well, that's lovely. This fallen star just fell like that and landed upside down. So this woman is facing, because she did the witchcraft to get pregnant with a non-human entity. Maybe she didn't know that's what she was doing, but that's whatever she did. That's what happened. The star in the reverse, fear of failure holds you back. You're dwelling on problems, a minor run in bad luck. This is, yes, God is punishing her. I'm sorry, sweetie, but you end up cross-watching and coming across this video, and this is you. This is just for you and everybody else to learn a lesson so other people don't follow down the same idiotic path. So anyways, lost hope and pessimistic thoughts. That's why I said stay optimistic. Lack of motivation, insecurity, and self-doubt. For some reason, I feel like this woman's going to come across this reading, or she's going to realize this is her reading, and then she's going to get pissed off at me. And don't shoot the messenger. Be grateful that you're getting the higher perspective and you're going to get to resolve the issue rather than continuing to on in life being this way. Just let's say that. Insecurity and self-doubt. Give away some of your money to keep some money flowing in your life. Chance of mental illness in yourself or someone close to you. I'm picking up that a mental illness already exists within this woman, but I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anything at all. So again, if she comes across this, she needs to take herself to therapy and possibly to a psychiatrist. But I'm not a doctor, but she could go to a doctor and she could get diagnosed. You know what I mean? She's definitely got this fallen star energy. And for some reason, I'm picking up that this fallen star energy means positive for you and it means negative for her. So it's like this woman basically has a mental illness. So not only are we dealing with somebody who's just gone through a major trauma, somebody that was mocking God and yes, you are mocking God. You're trying to play God if you're going to do witchcraft and work with demonic entities and stuff like that to get pregnant by a man just because you want his money. Sorry, but if that's what you're on, collective needs to know about you so that collective can get away from you, and whoever's in this situation can get away from this woman, because whatever she's doing with this reverse star, fallen star energy is she wants to be famous. She wants to be looked at like she's the one, and she's not the one. She's in the reverse. She's not a divine feminine, but she wants to be the divine feminine. She keeps trying to mirror the divine feminine star power, but again, it's having it's having an adverse effect. This is like her star falling from heaven, which means her star's not even placed in the above anymore. Do you understand when your star falls from heaven, how bad that is? Anyways, so this is just showing me that this woman, because her stars have fallen, because she's a fallen star, like I said, she could be even a celebrity. This could even be like a celebrity that's having a great fall, like a Kardashian or something, like having a great fall right now. That's a mother. We can look at this through many, and I'm picking up that this is through the mother's line. So this could be about the Kardashians, because the Kardashians have a curse on their family that causes divorce and separation and fucked up love situations in anybody on the mother's line of that family. And I'm not just making that shit up. I know about that because there's actual proof of her family going back to like way long ago, where she had a family member that was basically a witch, and she cast a spell on the family so that they would always be famous and always be beautiful. But the catch side to it was like a curse. It ended up being like a curse, and this is why you don't do magic. So somebody in her family already did magic that's backfired in a bad way. Let's just say that, okay? And you can Google the Kardashian curse or whatever and read about it. But there's actual evidence, real evidence in their family documenting that her family is bloodline witches. That's why I think it started out divine, bloodlines. It says right here, straight up bloodlines. And so we know if this is happening to a Kardashian, that this bloodline crap is happening to a lot of other people. Let's just say that. Usually if I see something with one person and then I can look to other people, it's a lot of other stars as well. And it's almost like some people in their bloodline, they have to keep sacrificing other people to remain in whatever illusion that they're in. But whatever this fallen star energy is a Pandora box of problems, and it's causing mental illness in this person. Judgment, like I said. So this talks about arguments, legal and contractual issues being resolved in the favor of my collective. If you've been wronged, seek reconciliation and forgiveness. Forgive those who have hurt you and move on with your life. Find a new career. If you have been in a low period, this signifies a turnaround. This is telling these fallen stars, these fallen celebrities, whoever these people are, and even people that are trying to have a come up off of somebody else's star energy, you're going to get this backwards ass backfire. And the Pleiadian sisters, how many stars are on this? So we have 7 Pleiadian sisters, and then we have the 8th star, which would probably be her personal star. So yeah, I would not want these Pleiadian stars pissed off at me in any type of fucking way, because they rule over things like dishonesty, deceit, trickery, things like that. They're, they don't. If you don't know about the Pleiadian sisters, Google at a later date, Google the Pleiadian sisters, the stars. Okay, and I'll give you the ancient story about it. So yeah, those energies are at play. Anybody that was using beauty and as a weaponizing beauty, what is this that I'm saying? Using beauty and glamour to like attract the attention of others. These people are going to be losing followers like immensely. They're going to be losing all of these stars that are falling are going to be losing all their followers. God's already calling judgment on them. Why? Because a lot of, okay, so for some of this, like I'm seeing, damn. So Will Smith has 2 children that are chosen children. This is why this is happening. So I'm seeing this happening in many families. This is about the protection of these children and these weird, disgusting mothers that just like do not, I don't want to talk crap about them or anything like that. I can just show you what I'm seeing. They've already sold their souls. Okay. So to the point of them wanting to sell the soul of their child, yeah, these are entities that are that narcissistic that would be willing to do that. So yes, the answer is yes. Sacrificing their children as soon as they decide that, you know what, I don't think I'm that compatible with this child, whatever these thoughts are or were that happened before, that energy. Anyways, the parents that were selling their children to rappers and shit like that, they're going to be questioned by the police. Okay. So don't think that anybody's getting away with anything. Strength. This judgment is strong. It's more powerful than what these people can handle and take. Let's just say that. And these stars that are falling from the heavens are not going to be able to be recovered by these people. They don't have the strength required to recover what God is calling judgment on. Isn't there something, anyways, in the Bible that talks about Gabriel blowing the horn of judgment and then stars falling from the sky? One star is called wormwood, and then it like poisons up the whatever well or something like that. There's another star, I forget what it's called, but whatever. But that's literally what I'm seeing this is talking about. So strength, this is the card of tolerance, character, and compassion. I love that it's got the infinity sign above the head there. Okay, that to me is very symbolic, but it's extremely important because this is talking about like strength that is not normal. It's like the strength of God. Okay, so this says that because you are so powerful, be careful when you get angry, because sometimes your thoughts could cause somebody to have a great fall or to even be judged. This is literally awareness for somebody here. Okay, because somebody's thoughts are extremely powerful. That's what I'm picking up on. You maybe have noticed recently that what you think is appearing like boom, 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 just really quickly in front of your face. That's why it kind of says proceed with caution. Okay, so when this comes to the Kardashian curse, and if you have any type of curse like this in your bloodline, this is what guides other people to proceed with caution. Okay. Because any man that falls in love with them will fall into some type of drug-induced coma type thing. Not a coma, but being a drug-induced zombie. They're literally, the men turn into it. This is literally like them being Black Widows without being Black Widows. If that makes sense. Like, they're not Black Widows in the sense that they're the ones that are doing it, but it's the curse on their bloodlines that is the thing that's doing it to these men. So anybody that gets with these men, and any of the children that are created that are male from that family, are also subjected to this curse of being zombie-like in some type of way. Not as in eating flesh, but as in not spiritually, not like being a body without a soul, basically, is what I'm getting. Anyways. King of Wands. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is the type of energy that gets sucked into these traps. So yeah, you need to use your intuition, and you need to use your better judgment when dealing with any type of ex that could be one of these soul suckers, vampire, Black Widow type energies. I mean, these are dangerous women to be around, period. And their beauty is something that has to do with glamour. I'm not even playing. Like, it has something to do with glamour, and for some reason it's fading. Like, this spell is being broken or something like that. I mean, it's being resolved, and it's the why is it being resolved? Because God is finally stepping in after all these centuries of this stupid curse going on. Number one. Number two, God is stepping in to free this type of energy up from the women. And this is happening on a collective level, not just for the Kardashians having their curse cleared up, which means they're going to have a fall from grace. They're going to lose their star power because that was part of the spell. But the other part of the spell will be freeing up the men in the family, and then the men that are the husbands and stuff like that to the family. Okay, these King of Wands energies, because each of the Kardashians is married to a King of Wands energy. So these are the energies that literally God is saying, no more of this. I don't want you ruining these people anymore. Okay. So the King of Wands denotes a handsome, charismatic, and bold man, maybe in their late 30s, early 40s, who has a commanding presence and strong convictions, strong leadership skills, attracts attention wherever he goes, takes action and gets results, an innovative, creative man who is open to new concepts. So again, that's the type of men. Every single man that's been in the Kardashian family has been this energy. So again, if this is like a parallel, there could be an Aquarius energy, or this could be, I know what this is. The tables are turning. The tables are turning. Their access that they were having to their star power and stuff is being denied. This is causing them to have mental sickness. And this is because of the new age of Aquarius. That's why the tables are turning. It's all shifting. The powers are shifting. The powers that be. And of course, judgment's being called. So from the heavens, and the human world knows that if this doesn't get answered, God is going to throw a bitch fit about it. God even says, yeah, I'm going to throw a fit about this not being resolved. So, again, this Three of Swords energy that I keep seeing, this is basically If this is an X to you, this King of Wands energy could be your energy. You could be attached to a curse like the Kardashians. But this Three of Swords, so whenever this happens where this King of Wands energy, aka your energy, attaches or makes a union with this Queen of Cups energy in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse, energy, they're immediately put into the Three of Swords. And that is sorrow and loss, arguments with a lover, marriage, separation, incompatible lovers, cruelty, abuse, and separation causes emotional upheaval. Someone will betray you. You are capable of inflicting hurt. Mistakes are made. Accept your blame for the part. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Divorce, separation. So this could be, and they do put spell work on people. They really lay that shit in hard. They put a lot of spell work on Britney Spears. They put a lot of spell work on people, on Paris Hilton. They put a lot of, this family has put a lot of spell work on people. A lot. Okay? A lot. And it's just now really, really backfiring because these children, these innocent children, they're the children of these people, are involved. And God's like, enough is enough. The tables are turning. It's a new age of Aquarius. Enough with this crap. God's like, if your stars need to fall from the heaven, then they need to fall from the heavens. And that's just what's going to happen. And if this is an ex doing this to you, they shouldn't have done that. Because doing this to whoever's in my collective, that's where y'all fucked up. It's only due to the fact that this could be your child, this Page of Swords energy. And that's why God's like, no, still considering this child to be one of his child, even though it does not recognize this Queen of Cups in any type of way. God's like, that ain't one of my children. That's seed of the devil. Yeah, the sun. This is the illumination of this. I don't know what's wrong with these people. They want this ridiculous spell to continue so they can have fame, but they're about to become one of the most infamous families in America. Straight up. Mark my words. Like, that's coming from God. They're going to be looked at one of the most infamous families in America. And yeah, but you happen to be the energy of the sun. Your energy hadn't showed up here until just this very second. See, this judgment's happening right now. This mental illness, this woman's going to claim she has a mental illness. She might actually have a mental illness, and it has to do with this bloodline curse. Okay? That causes everybody to get divorced and separated, and the men to go wacko crazy, and to become possessed. Straight the fuck up possessed. Like, if they were ever wondering why these men went totally insane, crazy, and off the chains, it's because they were possessed because of this curse. So again, you should never, ever, you're a weak person if you allow fame to keep you and recognition to keep you from doing the right thing for your family. Because this child's brought into, and if, like God was saying, that if, that this Kardashian Kardashian situation is just one example that we can use, that everybody can look at to learn this lesson. Okay. That you can get away with stuff for so long, but then after a certain amount of stuff that you gotten away with, it's just like you can't get away with any more of it. Once you harm the wrong person or you affect the wrong person, and God's taking everything personally right now. So yeah, if you're a real child of the Creator, then, and that's where I'm picking up this sun energy, you are the illumination. I don't know why these women would try to sacrifice you. That's what I'm kind of getting, because they sacrifice the men in the family, and then they go wacko crazy, and they basically are stealing the destinies of these people and a lot of other people as well. So that's why they're being literally, this is spiritual wisdom and spiritual knowledge that's happening right now. They're possibly even being dragged into spiritual court. So this talks about you having optimism and happiness, a period of contentment and joy. I also feel like your child carries this energy of the sun within them, and that's why the relationship with their mother is so weird. Doubtful ventures now have a great future. Education or study will successfully be completed. So because God's calling judgment on this situation that could have been affecting you, it could have been causing you to have mental health symptoms. Okay, again, if you were attached to a curse like this, and that's what I'm picking up on, that obviously you weren't an ex of the Kardashians, unless you're like Kanye or somebody that's watching me like that. But this is, again, like I said, God's using that as an example so that I can describe to you what I'm picking up with your energy. We're using them as an example. All right. So this is showing me that this separation and divorce that's going to happen is going to bring illumination to what was going on. These men that are in the family are going to start singing like canaries about whatever this illegal activity is that's been going on. Whatever it is, they're about to, let's just say that by God breaking this curse, these King of Wands are no longer going to be able to be subdued or suppressed or oppressed by these women. And they're going to, and if this is your energy, if you are this King of Wands, that you're going to end up betraying this person that did this to you, that was trying to steal your glory or exchange it or whatever. The Magician. Yes, you are the Magician. And that's a good thing. When it's in the upright, it's fine to be the Magician. It just means that you're well adapted for alchemy, that you can transmute situations, that you can reveal the truth. Now, what I'm picking up on is that this is finally, this sun energy and the Magician is shining a light down on these situations and these types of curses and crap to show you that this needs to be broken. So they may be witches, but they don't have power. They traded their power, their spiritual gifts for fame. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. These other people did, and they're in the tower for it, which means that they're going to have to sacrifice something in order to keep going, because they don't have souls. When you're dealing with people that do not have souls, you're dealing with something that is not a rational being, because a soul is what gives you spiritual powers and gifts and abilities, and it's what guides you. It's what that inner light is. If you don't have a soul because it's been sucked out, or even like I was picking up that this curse, it affects the bloodlines through the mother line, and it's getting the children. That's why God is breaking the spell. And the breaking of the spell is going to cause these King of Wands to awaken from being asleep in the matrix and being controlled by these women. Okay, they're going to awaken. They're going to straight up separate from these women, betray them, walk away. They're going to be looking towards the sun, and you're going to be the only thing that they see as far as like a light that's going to bring them forward. That could be your purpose in their life. This Magician energy of whoever this witch was years and years and years and years ago, however this situation happened, even if it was a warlock instead of a witch, that energy is being transmuted. You have the power here and now, the power to make the tower. You have the power to make the tower. Okay. And that's what you're doing. Like, nope, no more of this. No more putting people to sleep. These women were putting these men to sleep by getting them involved in things that they should have never been subjected to. So, and they've been using magic to keep themselves out of jail. And again, that's another backfire. They shouldn't have done that. Again, if they didn't understand that 2024 was the year of karma, the year where things come full circle, the year where you don't F around, because if you F around, you're going to F around and find out. And you don't want to find out And anybody that was serving the devil is realizing how the devil's got them in the 3 of Swords and in the Tower. Okay, that them working for the devil or serving the devil or whatever the dark agenda was has literally got them all fucked up right now. And this Judgment card is explaining that. So you don't see the devil coming out to defend these people and to keep this bloodline curse going. The devil knows its place. The devil still works for God. People forget. So again, this is just like the devil, God allowing the devil to do whatever stuff so God can see what's in the true hearts of these people. And God's seeing the true heart of this Queen of Cups. And that's why she's going to remain unmarried, not having a partner, separated, whatever. Men are not going to want to be with this woman. And I'm getting that she may become like a cat person if she's not imprisoned. I don't know what the hell she did to you, but yeah, whatever she did was bad. It's got her in the Tower, and it's got you shining sunlight on the fact that you have the ability to transmute their curse and their attack on your life and the attack on your child. If you share a child with this person, your ability to transmute that energy and be like, what? I literally turned all of their abusive power into a tower. But again, it's going to take more people to speak up against these people to get criminal charges being brought about, or even I'm picking up DCFS type shit. So yeah, you don't ever want to be like, never be the person that calls DCFS and isn't legit. Okay, God will punish you for that. Well, God will maybe not punish you, but they'll be unhappy about it. They'll not let somebody get in trouble if they're in the upright. But if you have doubts about the safety of your child, then you should call DCFS and just have a wellness check done. Just say that you're concerned about the safety of your child, if that is the case. I don't know why I'm picking that up here. But for somebody out there, if you're concerned of the safety of your child, you need to report that to DCFS and continue to report it, okay, until something's done about it. Never take things into your own hands. Caught a case. Yo, actual infection, actual disease, rash, etc. I'm serious. Your ex, there could be a divorce happening with your ex and whoever they were with because of this infection, okay? Threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. They're very threatened by this message. They were a wolves in sheep clothing, trying to huff and puff and blow your house down type crap. You are uninterested right now. They've been trying to use scarcity tactics. Trying to get the inside scoop on you. Fake smiling. This person ain't shit. Without this magic that they had, okay, but that now they don't have, because I just felt the tables turn. Without this magic that they had, and no, this doesn't have anything to do with anything I'm doing. This was going to happen today anyways. I'm just reading the energy so that you guys can understand. But yeah, this tower energy, God is about to show these people who have treated so many people poorly and passed around this STD with so many people. God is going to show them that they ain't shit. And they may even be dragged into court. Like I said, they may be dragged into court with some legal issues. Yeah, they got a hurt ego. Ego's getting in the way of the relationship. They're going to be clinging to who they were, not who they are now. Who they were is not who they are now. Dirt digging, looking for dirt on you, or vice versa. I do feel like the dirt digging energy does have to do with you, but also somebody's been dirt digging on them, and there's a bunch of shit that they found, like a whole paper trail of evidence, an electronic trail. I'm seeing tax evasion, bribery, a lot of illegal criminal activity, trafficking. Reflecting. So you could be doing some reflection. That reflection's causing you to go within and get grounded. And I feel like that's what's keeping you unaffected from this energy. Well, I mean, you're still affected, but you're not affected to the degree that if you would have stayed with this Queen of Cups energy, you're not affected to how this curse would have affected you had you stayed with that energy. Like I said, bad karma. They got bad karma, and they want to rub that bad karma off on you, and that's just not an option. I keep feeling like some type of crime was committed. Into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. So you could have felt at some point that this Queen of Cups energy was very into you, that you guys had good karma, good chemistry. All of that energy was a facade. It was part of this spell. Okay, so that's a delusion. You would probably gag if you were this with this person now. You would probably gag. Groupie. Beware of somebody being a groupie. They want you back. Well, I told you that. They definitely want you back. But it's, again, you rejected this person and they rejected you at some point. And you were like, fine, I'll leave it alone then, since you don't want to be with me and you want to be with this other guy. Now they're separating from this other guy. Or you could be this person they're separating from. Or this could be, again, one of the Kardashians' husbands. Like, these people are going to be waking up from a spell that they've been under, and they're going to be wanting to get as far away from these women as humanly possible. Okay, that's just the backfire of being under magic for so flippin' long. That's what happened with Chris's husband. He freaking left her. If you know about it, you know about it. But it's going to happen with these other people, and it might be happening with you because you'll be getting your energy back, and how these women were sacrificing your stars and doing whatever this was, this witchcraft, this family that does witchcraft. They want you back because they want your glory, they want your crown, they want your stars, they want your fame, they want your public recognition, they want all of the perks that comes with you. Okay. Celebrity scandal says it right there. Celebrity status, celebrity scandal. Straight up right there. Yeah, they're going to be rejecting these women because they were stuck in some type of groundhog time loop energy. These people are always and they were stuck because they were always partying in this energy. And when, if you're always partying, how time goes by in a weird way. You don't realize that all of a sudden now, your life is done. Photo proof, getting evidence. Somebody's trying to get evidence to slander you, so it's saying that you always party, but you don't always party. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. Maybe every once in a while you party, but I'm not really getting that you party all the time. So what in the fuck are they talking about? Weirdos. Moving on. Thank you. Next. These men will be waking up from these spells. Mark my words. They'll be saying, moving on. Thank you. Next. And that may be you. What is happening to you right now is that you're having an awakening with these people. These men are going to be wanting their energy back. I'm getting a stabbing pain in my left arm. What is that? I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. marrying for money. And what did I say? That was part of their spell, that they would have men that had money. But you find that the men that had money, once they get with these women, they don't have no more money. Because they're hustling, marrying for money, pimping their daughters out. They're hustling. Making it rain, focused on money and getting it. Dust it off. I knew that somebody created some type of crime. They did some type of crime to someone. Because it's dusted off is like dusting off the fingerprints. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Whatever their witchcraft is that they have to keep doing to maintain this shit, it's not working anymore. They're gonna freaking shrivel up and dry up and look like a freaking raisin by the time this is over. It'd have been better off if they never did this evil shiz. I'm picking up on sickness and disease. You know, cancer, tumor, heart failure, stroke. That's the backfire of this magic. They shouldn't have tried to be taking divine masculines and putting them to sleep and using them up as a sacrifice. Period. I don't care what these people say. They shouldn't have done that. They were trying to cock block everybody else from getting like fame, from getting recognition, from everything. They were this family, it was cock blocking a lot of people in Hollywood. And again, they're going to have the biggest blowback ever because their magic, how they were cock blocking people and manipulating them, their magic is going to literally be backfired in the worst type of way. They're going to be dragged into court, into the legal system, and possibly even put in jail. This is your ex, or this is, again, we're talking about the example with the Kardashians, but again, these families are going to go down that we're doing this weird mind control crap. Creativity steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. This is what these entities do. Just be aware of that. Queen rising, stepping into power, praise, coming up, spotlight. So you could be this queen rising energy. As they lose their spotlight, you're gaining it. It's something like that, and it has to do with the fallen star energy. So you'll have to meditate on that. Just beware of people that are drama starters. Same shit, different day, that type of energy. Beware of that. As far as this backfire, what are we looking at as a time frame? So you had Queen rising, uninterested, reflecting, they're into you, or you maybe thought you were into them, but you're not. That was rejected and moving on. Thank you. Next. Theirs was bad karma. They caught a STD. That's another way to energy harvest off a person and to steal their health, okay, and cause sickness and disease. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, bothered. This family has threatened a lot of innocent people that were victimized and abused by others, and they've tried to silence them and hush them. Any family that engages in shit like that in this time and age, you're asking for you to just God to bend you over and spank the shit out of you at this point. Threatening, wolf in sheep's clothing, using scarcity tactics with the world. I mean, this is unbelievably ridiculous. Why anybody would allow these dumb witch bitches to get away with this shit is just beyond me. Okay, the world needs to stop thinking that celebrities have the privilege to abuse others. And oh, you also had, okay, these were the other cards that they had. But yeah, no, this woman was a groupie to you. They want you back. We know that already. They're marrying for money. We also know that. Photo proof. wanting to get photos of you, always partying. They want to say that you're always partying, but you're not. They were trying to steal your creativity, aka sacrificing your glory and taking your crown and stars. Shit that satanic witches do. Fake smiles. Always doing fake smiles. They're wanting the inside scoop about you, stuck in their ego. God's about to show them how they ain't shit. They thought that they were this and that. They ain't shit. Their dirt dicking backfired. Hustling, focusing on making it rain. And their version of making it rain is committing crimes against people, crimes that you would have to wipe everything down so you don't have fingerprints left. That's bad. That looks like a situation of unaliving somebody. And then all they were doing was cock blocking people. And that's the same shit, different day. That's literally that family to a T. It's ridiculous. And they can't say shit because they know that I'm speaking the truth about all this. This celebrity scandal shit's about to pop out. And it'll be coming out of everybody else's mouth as well. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's going to see the truth about this family and wake up from the spell that they've been under. And if this is a family that you're dealing with, that you were dealing with. So what is going to happen with the tower? What time frame are we looking at for this to be broken so that the collective can be free of this energy, of this witch's spell? Let's just say that. That's pretty much the only thing that I'm worried about. So I pray that that be broken. I ask that the Most High God intervene on that and call down judgment. What are we looking at as a time frame? When you least expect it. Okay, so that's basically saying that God's going to do this when you least expect it. And I kind of like that because it's, you know, like forcing you to have faith in God, but then it's also happening at the most perfect time as well. Okay, is there any more of the tarot that we need to get? I guess we could show what's going to happen to these people. If God wills it. God wants that. Five of Pentacles. This is what's going to happen to them. They're going to lose their homes. They're going to lose their $1 billion homes or $1 million homes. And they're going to be outcasted and thrown out and rejected. All aspects of their life are open to disaster, physically, emotional, and financial. Worry, stress, and insecurity, possible unemployment, loss of a home, health problems, weight gain, weight loss, and financial ruin. All of those things are about to happen to that family and to your ex, whoever this ex is. Support loss from friends and family. You are at the bottom. Seek support from a religious or spiritual intuition. Yeah, they should have used their intuition to know that this was all going to happen. Is there anything else that we need to know? The Nine of Swords, their next step. Right after here, right after at the Five of Pentacles, this is the Nine of Swords. They may actually be institutionalized. Okay, some of them for this mental health issue. In the fallen star, they may actually go to a mental institution and be institutionalized because of this magic backfiring. I'm also getting that they did some type of ritual to try to steal the fame from Marilyn Monroe. That's backfired as well. Stop fucking around with the dead. Literally, if you don't want to be judged by God, stop messing with the dead. Okay? They're not even here to defend themselves. How dare somebody do that? That's so fucking disrespectful. The Nine of Swords is grief, emotional pain, and depression, guilt, and deep regret over something that they've done. Sleepless nights, rehashing past actions. You've caused someone misery and great pain. Anguish and worry, fear and self-doubt cloud your thinking. Only time will heal the pain. Whatever. Time is not going to heal this pain. They're going to be broken for the rest of their lives. And I see that because they're not willing to go within. They're not willing to heal. They don't know what they're still on this time. This is why they're still on this time. The devil's got them in the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. And this is what they get. The devil's a liar. Didn't you know that why the devil's going back on all these agreements for soul exchange and all this crap is because the devil's a liar and the devil couldn't do that in the first place? The devil is a liar in this situation. Absolutely. Not always. I'm still getting that pain in my left arm. It's reminding me of Cain. So I don't know what Cain has to do with this, but God, please intervene on that. So yeah, this is talking about these because these people were devils. They acted like devils. They were greedy. They were selfish. They didn't care about the needs and wants and stuff of other people. They didn't care about the health of even the people around them. These people are cold-hearted bullies at best, and they still act like they're freaking in high school. They're in the 10 of Swords. So this is what awaits them. The devil's got them in the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, bottoming out, troubles on the way, thinking like a victim or a martyr will keep you in a downward spiral. Plans and projects are in jeopardy. Your home life may be disrupted. Again, confirmation of that. Their home life will be disrupted. Yeah, any area of your life is open to conflict. No matter, they're going to lose all of their backing, whoever was backing them. No matter how powerful and safe you think that you are, trouble will find you, because trust me, this family and whoever your ex's family is, they put 10 of Swords on a lot of different people, on innocent children as well. Okay, they put the devil and the 10 of Swords on lots of people. So that's why. This 7 of Wands in the reverse, it says, be decisive. Confusion will be your greatest enemy. You give in to the demands of others. You let others make decisions for you that are not in your best interest because you are afraid to challenge their authority. You will live with the regrets of this action for a long time. Cover up the bases, cover all the bases, and give yourself several options. So again, I don't know who they get their advice from, but somebody should have advised them not to do this witchcraft anymore. I don't care if it's a family affair, whatever. Okay, so the 2 of Swords in the reverse, creative or intellectual rut. Again, they're always stuck in this energy because they're unauthentic and they're copycats and they steal everything from everybody else. So when God goes to take all that stuff that they've stolen from everybody else and returns it to who the rightful owner is, they're left with absolutely nothing, being a total loser and unable to produce anything. It says their need for human interaction creates problems trusting the wrong people. These people are going to trust whoever these people are. The devil's leading them down a path where they're going to trust people that are going to get them unalived. That is what I'm picking up. It says a good idea could involve you and other people in a new project and a positive experience. Take a choice in a new venture. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say anything more than that, because these people are not 8 of Cupsing this witchcraft crap that they're doing. Okay. We had this that was just trying to jump out all crazy like. And I was like, no, you're not going to jump out. I'm not picking you up off the ground. I'm sick of everything falling. So again, this dark high priestess that was attached to their family is in the reverse. Okay. And this is not even somebody that's alive. This is the witch that died a long time ago. Maybe she was burned at the stake or whatever. But this is how this woman was. And this is the same temperament of these women in this family or your ex, etc. Emotional instability, clouded thinking, and recklessness. Overly emotional attitude and impulsive actions will have negative consequences. Conceited, shallow personality indicates sexual enjoyment without commitment or feeling. Beware of deceitful, unfaithful woman who appeals to a man's animal instincts. She leads men to destruction. This is literally the archetype of that family and whoever your ex was. So this person's having a fall as well. And me catching that fall before it happened was like me catching her, what she was doing. She's the reason that any of this happened in the first place, this ancient ancestor. Yeah, and justice. Like I said, you are getting justice from this situation, says the card of personal integrity and fairness. Take responsibility for your own actions. Every action that you take will have an effect. That's telling this dead witch. Yeah, be decisive, move forward. Contracts and agreements and legal disputes are resolved in your favor. If you've been wronged, justice is assured. So again, if you were wronged by this karmic witch of the past having an agreement with the devil, if you've been wronged, justice is definitely assured. And then death. The justice is this death energy. Stop pulling on my hair. The justice is this death energy. So maybe they do something by stealing people's hair. That's weird. Anyways, this signifies either a metaphorical personal rebirth followed by great change, or a literal death of someone that you know. Personal growth through honest self-examination and the end of an era. This is the end of an era, okay? Put the past behind you. Fear of the unknown, change, and of being out of control. Focus on the essentials in life. That one tried to pop out, and I was like, no. But literally, this death, this ending is to this love spell. This is the lovers. I got to cover their bodies up. You can just see the angel because the other, but you know what the lovers card looks like. It's got two little people, and we got to cover up their bodies, okay? Even though this is like just a tarot card and it's just a drawing and it's not a real person's body, it doesn't matter. So anyways, yes, this lovers, this is why anybody that gets divorced from this family, your exes or the Kardashians, that they end up getting a new love partner or new love relationship. But again, this dark high priestess's justice in her dying, this witch of the past, okay, that was connected to whoever's family. If it's your family, or if it's your ex's family, like I said, this is happening. This has happened many times and with many different families. This is a common thing. Justice through death, and this justice and death that's being served is to the lovers. Anybody that decides to love one of these women and fall in love with them, this is what, that shows the curse right there. High priestess in the reverse, justice, death, the lovers. I definitely didn't think we'd be talking about this. And temperance, like what I said. Like, this is about Archangel Michael. This is so funny that Archangel Michael's card falls right underneath the devil's. Like, are you effing for real? The way that this is laid out is no coincidence. This is Archangel Michael being dispatched to break this shit up, because enough with the Ten of Swords and enough people have been hurt. So the card of flexibility, change, and adaptation, one who works well with others and has good management skills, achieving balance and control over your own life. Many ideas and experiences synthesized to form new ideas, compromise to secure cooperation, possible reconciliation. Ace of Cups. So once you get freed from this situation, however it was affecting you, you may now all of a sudden have a turnaround. Like, there's going to be temperance applied to your life. It says intense friendships, loving family, joy, and inner peace, the beginning of a great love. Follow your heart. And so if you are getting divorced from this person, if you're in the middle of a divorce, know that by the end of this, when you least expect it, this Ace of Cups is going to come in, because the angelic realm is interceding on your behalf with the temperance. okay, on the lovers and on this situation that innately it would have ended up causing your unaliveness. But this says, follow your heart and your instincts, let your guard down and open your heart. You can trust this new person. You will find your soulmate. Count on your friends. So again, this says new friends, new loving family, etc. And Page of Pentacles. So again, this Page of Pentacles energy could very well be somebody else born without the bloodline curse on them, and they're going to be better off for it. Okay, they're going to be able to stay financially secure, where before it was draining these men's finances and all that stuff. Signifies a male under 30 who is highly spirited, engaging, and optimistic. Makes friends easily, sociable and charming, intelligent, educated, with good common sense, loyal, honest, trustworthy. Thinks before he speaks. This person trusts you and looks out for your best interests. He will have a positive effect on your life. Then we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is a male under 40, has emotional problems, can't commit, no discipline, angers easily, brash, cocky attitude, appears successful, but it is an act. Keeps dark secrets. This is somebody attached to this Queen of Cups. It can be extremely cruel and abusive, promises a relationship, but will leave after he gets what he wants, charming, but superficial. This could be like this is a negative energy. This is a negative entity. This is somebody that's attached to this family or attached to this situation, okay, that has something to do with this. They're very tricky. They're very deceitful. Can we uncloak what about the Knight of Wands energy, please? Yeah, this is about them draining and stealing your Six of Wands, your total wish fulfillment, your fame, your public recognition. Like I said, that's that which God has already set apart for you. Have you noticed that out of all of these women, none of them has come up as a divine feminine? After this Queen of Cups is not a divine feminine. This High Priestess in the reverse, not a divine feminine. But yeah, this basically shows me that whatever was taken from you from this person's going to be given back to you. And this Knight of Wands energy, can we get more clarity about that? This could have been a friend of one of these Queen of Cups, an associate, somebody that's attached to the family. This could be like Clive Davis energy. I don't know why I'm picking up on an older man. This is an older person. Maybe they're in their 50s or something. It says 40. Let's say under 40. It does say under 40. Maybe they're under 40, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting that they might be older than 40. But anyways, they've been associated with this family for a long time, whoever this other person is. They were also being negatively affected, but they're a divine masculine in the reverse, so they're not divine masculine. All right, this could be another ex-husband, something like that. All right, so we're going to put these away now. So we started with the Page of Swords. This is a child already created. Okay. Then we had a Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, talking about that mental health. Judgment, this is the current. So everything, this was the past, this is the current situation. As soon as the Judgment hits, this strength is applied. King of Wands, that was your energy. Three of Swords, that was showing this curse, how basically you're bringing the illumination to what this magician energy was doing, that got them in the tower. Now they're in the tower. The Five of Pentacles, they're on the run. They're running from the cops. They're trying to hide. They're trying to switch money to offshore. I heard offshore bank accounts in Sweden, in Ireland, in Newfoundland, in weird, strange places. Denmark, Italy, France. Anyways, Sweden. Did I say Sweden? Yeah, the Nine of Swords. They're in the Nine of Swords with the devil. They're in the Nine of Swords, stuck with this devil that's been attached to their family that now is pretty much being unloosed, so it doesn't have to do what these witches were binding it to do, and this is going to put them in the Ten of Swords. This devil is going to make sure that these women are put in the Ten of Swords, I can tell you that. That's why it says to be decisive with the Seven of Wands, and we had the Two of Swords in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse, and you getting justice from that, the Death, the Lovers, and again, the divorce and separation, death, lovers, etc., the Temperance coming in, you getting an Ace of Cups, you being able to have a Page of Pentacles with somebody, and then the Six of Wands being you retrieving your fame back and stuff like that. This was the other perpetrator, this Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, they were after your lucky charms. Then we had divorce, separation, bloodlines, mother line, the end of a relationship, proceed with caution. Okay, miscarriage, somebody could have miscarried or they're infertile, Pleiadians, and that could have been because the STD made them infertile. Self-hatred, constant battles. We had no. The answer is no, you're not going to take this person back. They're ridiculous. They're into a lot of mischief. There could have been something about gambling and sports with this family. Maybe they like to gamble. They were getting the good, you're getting the goodwill of a fallen angel, but they were getting the goodwill of a fallen angel, and that's causing a major backfire. This fallen watcher, dark archangels, someone is a snake. Voodoo dolls, astral warfare, spiritual warfare, ostracization, restitution, revelation, spite, a Pandora's box of problems, meditation, Aquarius, access is denied, the tables are turning, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge. Literally, it'll be probably maybe by this afternoon that this celebrity status, that the tables have turned, and celebrity scandal. Groundhog time loop energy is being rejected, and there may be some type of sickness or disease that these people have gotten. We're going to read some scripture cards. Yeah, that is weird about your neighbor. Hopefully she was able to get her cat back. God is within her. She will not fail. God will make everything right. He will make you strong. He will support you and keep you from falling. And isn't that ironic after we were just talking about that fallen star? The Lord bless you and keep you. Never be lacking in your zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor for serving the Lord. Faith can move mountains. And this says, I know the plans that I have for you. This is what God's saying in response to what these women were trying to create for these men's lives. Okay. And they ruin the life of every man that they touch, falls into despair or mental sickness, mental illness. And it's not just mental, it's spiritual sickness, spiritual illness. So this is God saying, reminding these men, if they come across this reading, remind them that faith can move mountains, and that this is what God is saying to them. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. I just totally went like half deaf right now. My ears ringing so loud. And not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. That's God's intention. Okay. Let all that you do be done in love. That's how you transmute the karma in this situation. The Lord your God is with you. He is mighty to save. He will take great delight in you. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. God wants to remind you, I do not give to you as the world gives, which means what I give to you cannot be taken away. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And what God gives can only be taken by God, okay? He has made everything beautiful in its time. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. I praise you because I am fruitfully and fearfully, wonderfully made. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. So it's saying, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Over and over again. The precepts of the Lord are right, making the heart glad. The command of the Lord is radiant, making the eyes light up. And be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Romans 12:2. Dear Father, I thank you for renewing my mind through your word and enlightening my spirit to see and walk in my glorious future. I refuse to be held back by yesterday's experiences, for my light is as a shining light, shining brighter and brighter for your glory. In Jesus' name, amen. Love is patient, love is kind. This is what these women need to learn. Okay? They're envious, weird asses. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in coil, but rejoices within the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never flippin' fails. And it is always going to be love that gets you above the frequency of fear. I can tell you that. And if you want long lasting peace, you're going to get that through the Lord. Faith can move mountains, and not like we need to move the mountains out of the way, but just saying, in a sense, remember faith in a mustard seed. I've literally had faith in the littlest of things in my life, and I've seen that a mustard seed of faith will get you success. I mean, I've had my own testimony of success with that. So come on. There we go. All right, we're going to do some angel numbers and then I'll let you go. So you know how the angel numbers work. And if you're new, then I'll explain just a little bit. The angel numbers are going to confirm messages about this reading. They're also going, I rebuke whatever that spirit was that I just saw in my mind's eye. And whatever that planetary object with that spirit that has people aging and getting spots on their body, whatever that is, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Don't even come anywhere near me or my collective. Stay away with that wretched shit. Okay, thank you. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply these numbers to the interpretation of the angel number, but you're going to use what you're thinking about, what you're doing, where you are at that time as the information that you're going to add and apply to the interpretation of the angel number. That's going to give you personal reading and clues about your own situation, basically. No, none of you have this cancer, tumor, hate, heart failure, stroke. Okay, that is whoever this celebrity status, celebrity scandal people are. All right. 2222, feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Partner up with God. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. One. Intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. I mean, that's what I've picked up on, is that you're on the right track. You just had a situation. This situation was something I don't feel like you knew about totally. However, you're connected to it. And again, if you're even biologically or genetically connected to the situation, like if you had a child with that Queen of Cups, sorry, that nail is like bugging me. If you had a child with that Queen of Cups, then you were connected to this curse. Okay. So that's why we really want to be generational curse breakers. Very important for that. Okay. Very, very important to be generational curse breakers. So we don't just perpetuate the same BS that our parents went through, that their parents went through, and know that anytime somebody is abused, I know that people are using actual abuse and they're abusing children. And I am picking up on this satanic, spiritual, sexual, young child abuse type crap. Okay. I'm picking up on it. And it's to the point now where it's getting punished. So if you were victimized by in any type of way, it may help to do like a hypnosis or something like that, because I am getting that somebody needs to release something for this happiness to come in and new opportunities to come in. There's something that was done to sacrifice your energy, whether that's through a bloodline curse or whatever else. We ask that God break those curses now, that break any destiny thieves. And if this was an ex of yours trying to do destiny swap again, we recall our energy back, and anything that they hold on to and try not to get back to us, we ask that God turn that energy into death. You're always going to be given more energy than what you need because of this situation. It's because these people tried to energy harvest off of you that God's giving you an infinite amount of energy to get something done. So that's where this new opportunities and new resources are being sent your way. That's what I'm picking up here in this 111 card, is that you're going to be getting a lot of energy back. Yeah. And basically, if your children were affected by this thing, it's what happens when curses break, okay, is when you have a curse break, that energy that was set into motion however long ago, that's perpetuated and grown, that energy stops, but you still are left with the damage that that curse had done. So that's why you need to do a reversal. So after you break the curse and the curse is broken, then you do a reversal, and it reverses the effects that that curse was creating upon your life back upon the situation. What I used to do when I had the crystal store, okay, is I came up with a candle system for every type of thing. So I would tell somebody, if I saw them coming into my store with this type of situation, I would tell them then that what they need to do is to uncross the situation, which means you're removing all of the anger and upset with all of the ancestors, all that spirit, that karma, that extra heaviness, that karma that follows people around. You uncross the situation. That was one candle. Well, and then you do so you uncross it before you break the curse. This is how you don't have to, because doing it in another way is just like you're going to be fighting the spiritual forces. So you uncross the situation, which is taking responsibility for the part that you caused and the part that they caused, because you want to get this to be, it's not like you're taking on their karma, but for the situation that you're trying to resolve, the uncrossing uncrosses the situation, okay, and the people in it, and removes all of that other lifetime energy that could have put this into motion in the first place. So you want that removed. Then you go and you break the curse, so that you don't, so as soon as you breaking the curse doesn't cause all these other ancestors to come down hard on you and to end up trying to attack you and unalive you, because you just broke a curse without clearing up the karma and whatever upsetness caused that curse to be placed in the first place. That's what I'm talking about. So you do the uncrossing, then you do the curse breaking, and then you do the reversing. And so by the time you get to the reversing, it'll reverse and there's going to be no problem, because you've already uncrossed the situation and broke the spell. So now it's just a reversing of energies, okay? Which I don't know if reversing causes other people to lose for you to win, or however that happens, but it just reverses the energy of the situation. So that's what I created. And I would just literally have the candle. I would attach their situation to that candle, and I would instruct them to use gloves and stuff to get rid of whatever wax, put it on like a tinfoil so you can throw it away, get rid of it, because what the candles did was they absorbed that negative energy. So getting back to this, that's how I would say to address bloodline curses. You uncross. If you want to do this through prayer, try to search uncrossing prayers. So you uncross, then you break the curse, then you do the reversal. Okay. That's how I would do it. And this is what we're talking about. We are talking about bloodline curses. So 9999, and pray to God, like, because most likely if depending on who cursed you, if it was a witch, if it was a devil, or if it was God that cursed you, okay? Like, that's why you need to do some divination to find out, do divination or pray to God, ask for a sign, whatever, to find out, so you can know which avenue that you need to look down to take care of that energy, because you don't want to allow this type of energy to continue on throughout your bloodline and then your next bloodline, because that's not doing your ancestors any favors. If you just allow the energy to continue on, if you don't break the curses then and there, then you don't really love yourself, you don't love your bloodline. Like, don't be the curse is already affecting you. Don't be afraid to break the curse. It's already been in motion. So you don't need to be afraid of it. Just know that when you go to address the situation, that you need to find a way to clear and remove that and uncross that upset energy that caused somebody to be pissed off enough to curse you in the first place. If you don't remove that energy that caused that perpetrator to be mad, and if it's somebody that's crossed over, that's an ancestor that did it, that's mad. In this case, it was their Kardashians. It was a woman from a long time ago that was a Kardashian. Okay. She was the one that actually in this situation needs to be uncrossed. That's why my left arm was hurting, because she carried the mark of Cain with her. So again, it's a mark of darkness, not blackness, darkness, not African Americanness, darkness. Okay. Witchcraft, spiritual darkness, the absence of light. All right. Let's just be, I just want everybody to know that if you're African American, you're not cursed by Cain. That's the stupidest thing anybody has ever said. Please, please, please don't believe that. Literally, don't believe that. It's ridiculous. It was that somebody misinterpreted that. And they misinterpreted it purposely so they could have a reason to do slavery. Okay. They took shit out of the Bible literally to give them a reason to do slavery. And that's not even a reason. It's like literally them taking information and making a bunch of stuff up and associating one thing with the other so that they can do whatever they want. It had nothing to do with that actually being true. It's just they wanted to use that information against anybody that wasn't white. So anyways, embarrassing, the people of the past. I mean, some of them maybe were cool, but I don't know. It's embarrassing. So this 999 is about your lessons learned, okay? Culmination, results, benefits, reflection, and completion. So it says take stock in your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. If you want to work with a crystal to basically remove this, because it is a mother line curse, it's something that's happening on the female side. Okay, you would want silver sheen obsidian. Okay, and then you would have to wear that for like seriously a lot of days before this, and you would need selenite also to keep clearing that obsidian, so that, because it's just going to keep picking up more. Obsidian absorbs negative energies. Okay, so again, you'd have to have selenite to clean it so that it could help your energetic field transmute these energies. But even with having a crystal, the crystal's not going to do 100% of the work. Even if you give it the intention to do 100% of the work, it's not going. There's still going to be, whether you work it out through a crystal or a candle, and that would be the options when people come into my store. I would read their chakras, tell them what's going on, and then direct them towards an answer. And it would be a crystal or a candle or a combination of the both. And so that's what I'm saying for you. Whatever avenue that you find works for you to get rid of this energy, know that, yes, you can use a tool like a candle or a prayer or whatever, but even at the end of that, there still will be a little bit of a little portion of energy that is your responsibility to clear up, because it was the part that you created. Does that make sense? Even though it feels like you're victimized, because this is like, something from the mother's line you didn't know about. The person that did it is passed on now. even though the energy was put into motion and it was never stopped, etc. It's continued on. Still, even at it being that, you having this experience is because you created it. You still created it. Like, you have to understand that even when you go through stuff like this, that you are still the sole creator of the experience. And that little portion of you being the creator of your own reality is the portion of energy that you'll have to clean up. Okay. But then you can use a tool, and so that's that portion of energy. That's why I'm saying you can use a tool, you can use prayer. Honestly, if I was facing something like this, I would definitely use a candle, I would definitely use a crystal, and then I would definitely use prayer and cleansing. Like, I would clean everything, okay, with probably 4 thieves vinegar. I would clean everything with a blessed solution. I would do spiritual baths. I would do all of the things that are necessary to get rid of that cursed energy, okay? And when you've been carrying it your entire life, you have a lot of it stored within your shadow DNA. What is your shadow DNA? The parts of your DNA that on the inside feel rejected, hurt, put away, silenced, whatever. The parts of yourself that you ignore, and the unknown parts of yourself as well. So, but yeah, so using the elements, and crystals are minerals, okay? Know that for it to be working, it has to be within your arm's reach, okay? The crystal has to be within your arm's reach. If it's not within your arm's reach, the crystal is not doing anything for you, because it's not in your auric, it's not in your immediate energy field. And yeah, you may want to even get, like, especially if you're having issues with people hacking into your Wi-Fi or trying to hack into your devices, you may want to get Organite. This is Organite. It's got a special formula of substances, okay, that when added together, it puts on an orgone field, and that orgone field protects you and shields you from harmful EMF rays and radiation. And it sends that, this being in a pyramid, sends the crystal energy that's within this, okay, and all of the other copper and all this other stuff. It sends it up, and then it sends it outward in the room. So this projects a field that can take care of an entire room. Selenite projects a field as well. You always want to have, anytime you have a crystal, you want to have selenite within, you can literally, I can put this crystal on here and count to 5, and it will be cleansed and recharged of whatever energy it had within 5 seconds. Okay, that's all. That's even more money, kitty. That's all. And again, rose quartz is a crystal that really, really, it's great for unconditional love. It absorbs a lot of energy, and it cracks extremely easily. I've dropped this a couple times, and I thought I almost broke it. But yeah, so if you have a crystal and it's clear, and all of a sudden it starts to turn black and it cracks, that means you need to get that crystal on some selenite and clear it. Yes, you can put it in the sunlight if you want your crystal's color to fade. The sunlight fades and removes the color of the crystal. So that's, again, why selenite is better, is because, first of all, you don't have to put it out in the sunlight. You don't have to put it out in the moonlight, which the moonlight is very rare that it's a full moon. So you don't want to have to wait a month to clear your crystal. Just get some selenite, put it with the stone, put it in your pocket. I'm just trying to give you guys actual real things you can do to resolve this energy, because I won't be the one to resolve it all. I'm facilitating the relationship between you and God and you and your ancestors so it can be resolved. So know that spiritual bath, spiritual cleanse. And again, there was a devil attached to this situation. So you need to rebuke that devil. I rebuke all devils associated and attached to all bloodline curses. Amen. 1919 cycles, karma, warning, judgment. Yeah, warning about these cycles that these people were creating. Karma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. That's why I said if karma were to come pay you a visit, you would want to make sure your energy was cleared up and that your space was cleared and there was nothing that's going to give any demonic stronghold. I rebuke all demonic strongholds and I pray against them. But that would give any demonic stronghold any power or door or leg up in your life. Okay, so beware of that. Just pray against it and pray that you're protected from this situation. 1551, hold your vision. Manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision, and prosperity. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes that you desire. It is time to put your faith in, time to put your ideas and pursue your goals with all of your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit, and you really do. You really absolutely do. $15.15, the big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. So know that all of the efforts that you're putting into your life now will be rewarded. We had 2222 feminine forces. That's basically the feminine forces talking about this being a mother line curse. This whole reading was due to the female, the feminine. And again, anybody that gets with this family and this was somebody's ex or an ex of somebody's ex, like I said, they're breaking up. 111 intuition, 9999 lessons learned, 1919 cycles, 1551 hold your vision, and 1515 the big break. All right. So thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. Oh, I guess we should do some names. Let's do some names. So these names are never to name shame. We're never blaming anybody. We're never pointing the finger or accusing anybody ever that has these names. This could be your name. This could be the name of a family member. It could be the name of somebody attached to this situation. It could be the name of somebody, I don't know, that you're going to meet in the future, somebody from the past, somebody that has some type of relevance, okay? Or somebody that was even from another lifetime. Again, you have to figure out what this name means to you, or what these names mean to you. All right, I'm seeing Destiny. What does this say? Uriel, Umar, Uma, or Ulysses, Nancy, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan, Juanita, Hugo, Justice, Gemma, Dorian, Guinevere, Helene, Ruby, Paris, Sam, Samantha, or Sammy, Isaiah, Raymond, Kylie, Walter, Betty, Ray, Raymond, Hamish, Eduardo, Fernando, Tanner, Trevor, Troy, Travis, or Tyson, or Ty, Tristan, or Tobias, or Tegan, Gina, or Jean, Eshu, Elegba, Diego, Raphael, Landon, Lainey, Leonardo, Luna, Logan, Noel, Alexander, Shanita, Anita, Raven, Isaac, Elijah, Avante, Gwen or Gwen, Melanie, Halsey, Haley, Jaden, Naomi, Alexander, Ryan, Hugo. Okay, so we had Dorian, Elijah, Haley, Halsey, Anita, Raven, Ryan, Alexander, Naomi, Hugo, Melanie, Gwen or Gwen, Avante, Isaac, Landon, Isaiah, Isaiah, Alexander, Shanita, Lainey, Leonardo, Luna, Logan, Noel, Diego, Raphael, Gina or Jean, Ashu Elegba, Tristan or Tobias or Tegan, Travis or Tyson, Tanner, Trevor or Troy, Eduardo, Fernando, Hamish, Betty, Ray, Raymond, Walter, Kylie, Ruby, Joaquin, Lucia, Juan, Juanita, Hugo, Justice, Destiny, Uriel, Umar, Uma, Ulysses, Nancy, Samantha, Sam or Sammy, Guinevere, Gemma, Helen or Helene. All right. Now we're going to cleanse this energy out, and I'll let you guys go. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I have a link in the description box below. If you would like to tip or donate, there are other links, like a Cash App or something, that's in the description box. But I am grateful and thankful for all of your guys' likes, shares, subscribes. Like, all that means a lot to me. You guys leaving comments, letting me know how this reading worked out. And in the future, when this stuff comes through and you come on to this public fame and recognition, and you see these families have great falls in Hollywood, and you start to have a come up energetically, remember me, remember this reading. Okay. Know that there's going to be some celebrity scandal and status stuff going on, turning of the tables, a turning of the tides. So it's a complete rearrangement of your energy, let's just say. Well, if you are Juanita, then there you go. That's how the names work. It's just giving you extra confirmation, okay, that you are in the right place at the right time, receiving the information, the right information. Know that God loves you. The Most High God loves you. No matter what your choices are, God's still going to love you. But I do feel like you're making better choices that are going to align your future up so that you have a better outcome. And that's really innately what you want for your children. And that's what this reading was about, was more about how, like, this situation has gone on for hundreds of years, or, for however long, this curse. And God's like, no, it's affecting the children, and the children create the world of tomorrow. And so we need to protect our children. We need to protect our oceans. We need to protect our children, and we need to protect this planet. Okay. And preserve it in every type of way that we can, so that we can have a world tomorrow for our children to live in. Because if we don't love the world that we have today, then it might not be there in Tomorrowland, you know what I'm saying, or the next day land, or whenever of the future. Then there may be something that happens. We never want in any rate, we never want the destinies of people to be switched around. We don't want the glories of our children that our children are born with to be taken. Like, that's probably one of the most horrific things a mother could possibly go through, is seeing their child be sacrificed and not know why. And again, that's why this stuff being brought to the forefront, being looked at, being addressed, and you praying. I would pray I would say for my children, and then pray Psalm 91. I think it's Psalm 91 that maybe you prayed, maybe I prayed it, whatever this energy is, but it got addressed because of a prayer. It was a prayer that got God to look at this in the first place. So be grateful. Thank God for looking at this. And remember that you can use candles, crystals, prayer, faith, meditation, grounding exercises, spiritual baths, listening to spiritual music, listening to healing vibrations, playing singing bowls, all of that stuff combined will, and your intention to get rid of all the energy from this bloodline curse, it will work. Okay. You just have to have the intention there and make sure you do everything with God. Invite God into the candle. I invite God into everything so that God is a part of everything. Okay. That's how you're going to be the most successful, is with your higher self. Okay, I'm giving you air hugs and lots of support. You guys can do it. Get out there, live your lives. Yeah, thank God every day for the life that you have, so that you know that God is aware that you're grateful for the gift that you have. That's the best way that I can say that, because God wants you to connect with God. God's like, I'm like living on a prayer. I'm waiting for your prayers, literally. Okay. All right. Peace be with you until we see each other next time. Peace be with you all. Okay. Love and light.